The day before I had my daughter, I had some blood work done, and they explained that I had a syndrome called the HELP syndrome.
Her liver was unable to clot blood. Her lungs were unable to breathe without the help of machines. Her kidneys had failed. If it weren't for the blood on the shelves, Erin would have had no chance to survive. For the first 24 hours, the need was constant. As soon as one bag of blood or platelets or plasma was empty, it had to be replaced with another.
There's always a need for blood because blood is actually a perishable product. The blood drives, such as the ones hosted by the Knights of Columbus, are critical to meeting the need of our New Hampshire hospitals and local hospitals here all around New England. The Knights want to actually increase blood drives by double over the next few years, and they are on track to do that.
The Knights of Columbus is an organization that provides service in so many areas in the community. And actually, the Knights of Columbus was the first organization to ever sponsor a blood drive.
I am a double red cell donor, and I try to arrange my schedule so that I'm able to do that.
I've been donating blood now for about 4 years. This is something that I can do to help other people.
You just never know who in your world is going to need blood. It could be your son, it could be your daughter, it could be your next door neighbor, your mother, your father, or even yourself. And for that reason, every donor, every person should consider it if they can.
I've been giving blood since I've been a senior in high school, and probably over the years I think I've given about 2 or 3 gallons actually. So I just know that the Red Cross, the blood supply is something that's really important, not only for me and my family, but just for the community in general.
We didn't know that Erin was going to live for 7 days. I remember that number because I came home from the hospital 5 days after she got sick, and it was the first time I had seen James since Bridget was born. That moment was so huge because I remember that was the first time I had ever had to really lie to my son. But at that point, I didn't know Mommy was going to be okay, and I told him she was.
We're just a little family and didn't expect this to happen. And it did, and thankfully the outcome was very good, and I can still be a mom. When I walk into a blood drive, I get a feeling of gratefulness that these people are saving lives and that I was one of those persons that they saved, and that the blood is very, very important.
I feel very lucky to have a second shot with Erin. While she was sick, there was a lot of things that I thought about that I would have done differently had I known that that moment was coming. It's easy to take your significant other for granted sometimes, but now I have a second chance to say the things that I didn't say when I should have said them, and just to be a better man for my family.
I think that if somebody was afraid of giving blood, that all they need to do is just give it one try, and then it would change their whole life.
Now that I've had a personal experience with it and I see how profound the difference could be in somebody's life, it's become important to me to donate as much as I can. Just to take that hour once every 8 weeks. It's only an hour. You can spare that and get out there and make a difference in somebody's life.